So I bought a funded account for FTMO. It was for $200K, but that money was from my friend called Jasper. I'd already made almost a profit of $21,000. It was my first profit, like to go to withdraw in trading. That's why I started telling all the village that, you guys, I'm going to buy a car. I used to, I tell my girlfriend I'm going to begin for a business. I'm going to, promising everyone. Even showing them a screenshot. The guy who demands in UK, Jasper, I sent him a screenshot, had some good profit. But that CPI, when it came, I did one of the most foolish mistakes. I placed in 4 lots, 3 of them. That's almost like 12 lots, I remember, on gold. At around 5, I came back to check. I saw I'd already breached. I didn't have a stop loss. I just found that my account is totally down. I just vomited. I wasn't sick. I just started vomiting on the road. I slept that night. I started getting illusions, how I can take back time. All that trauma.
This is the Trading Cafe, and in today's episode, we visit Xmen's Trading Academy, where he's gonna share his story and also spill secrets on how you can become a successful trader.
Because I realized that you can have a good strategy, but if you don't have a good risk management strategy to reach that goal, you can't make it.
Thank you for allowing us to come pay you a visit.
Yeah, I'm really glad for you to come over.
Who is Xmen in a few words to our viewers?
Okay, Xmen is Xmen Forex is a brand under Forex Trading, and by names of Diondi Josiah Comrade. I grew up here in Kampala, places of Luzira, Chitintale. So I was born in 1998, 12th May. I've just made 27 years old. Oh. So I've been in this game from 2016.
2016
to 2021. Yeah, that was in senior 4. I was in senior 4.
You started in your senior 4 vacation?
Yeah.
That's when you made your entry?
Not vacation.
Yeah.
Senior 4.
Senior 4.
Second term.
Yeah.
That's when I got.
Did you drop out or you first completed?
No. I had to complete. I had to complete senior 4, senior 5. But senior 5, I would have performed well in senior 4. Unfortunately, I got a second grade because of Forex, you get. But again, when I went to senior 5 and senior 6, I focused more in the books, but I was also learning. Because I remember, I think my first strategy was support and resistance. I remember in 2016, I got to know about baby pips slowly.
Okay. When you got to know about baby pips, did you look for a mentor immediately, or you went in, you wanted to look in by yourself, like you wanted to learn it by yourself? Because
definitely, like any other beginner, when you first get into the industry, you don't get that amazement to pay someone.
Yeah, true.
Is it okay? So I didn't first pay anyone.
Most of the people out there think that I can do this myself.
It's kind of true, but I don't believe it. It's possible. To me, according to my experience.
Some people have come in to defy the odds. Like I personally, I made it I can say in the shortest time possible, and I made it by myself. But there is something I usually tell my students, I usually tell people, all my friends, that never count your blessings on mine. Like it may have taken Xmen 2 years, it may take you 5. It may have taken me months, it may take you days. True. Yeah, that you focus on your own journey. Yeah, like I think that is very crucial in the Forex industry. Like I personally focusing on my own journey, like looking by yourself. But if you say that, if Xmen made it in a year, meaning I can make it in 6 months, that is not true.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
Okay, my journey for Forex was a little bit too tough. 2016, I didn't perform well. So senior 5 didn't perform well because of Forex. But senior 5 and senior 6, I focused. Then I did perform well in senior 6. But I was still on the game for Forex. When I could get time in 2017, 2018, I could try.
Meaning, senior 5, senior 6, you decided to get time for Forex trading and as well concentrate on the books.
Yeah, I had to concentrate on the books because I was doing arts, history, economics, divinity, stocks, and math.
Sure.
So that's what I used to do. And I used to be a fan of economics because of Forex trading. That's why I did economics. Because of Forex trading. And by the way, I did perform well economics.
Oh.
I did.
2018 senior 6.
2018 senior 6.
After senior 6, then you decide to lock in or you joined university?
Of course, for my father, he was a teacher. He was teaching history. And my mom was an accountant. So coming from a family of educators, you have to learn, whether you want it or not.
You have to learn.
You have to learn.
Yeah.
So what I did, I had to do bachelor's in economics, and I had to complete. But trust me, it wasn't easy, because adding the university life, also adding in the education life, it wasn't that easy.
Because I personally think that when we are doing Forex trading, we are literally dealing with, first and foremost, we are dealing with our emotions. And Secondly, Forex needs money, right?
True.
You being a university student, you have to cater for yourself, stuff, the day-to-day life. You are mixing in Forex trading, you are mixing in books. How was that experience?
That experience wasn't easy because I also had to drift a bit behind in terms of finances, because I started getting mentors in 2018. I remember it was in senior 6, paying some people $50. Then you find that you're learning something not you want, because by that time, 2018, I'd got to know about ICT. 2017, I don't know about supply and demand. So it had some bit of strength, but I had my personal questions. Because that's when I went through supply and demand. 2017, 2018, I did ICT. I used to
Meaning you have literally learned all strategies.
Definitely. Actually, I almost did, I think, like 7 ICT, supply and demand, BTMM, BBMA. I did advanced scenario for Malaysians. I also did, which I don't know, Waiko. If I remember, Falcon. Also Falcon.
One thing I know about Forex, so the good thing we are having in our industry, is like any other technical business. Like if you see it, you can't unsee it. Yeah. Xmen.
Yes.
I want these people to know, what was your turning point in the Forex market? What was your breakthrough? Like, when did you know that, I'm to make it, that I have made it?
Okay. That's one of the most questions I tend to receive so many people.
Yeah, true.
Now, what is funny is that I realized it late. You know, back then we used to struggle with strategy. This strategy is the best. This one is good. This one is good. But then I realized that by time, all strategies do work. Is it okay? All strategies do work. But what makes, even though using moving average, we're not using trend line, every strategy does work. But what makes traders lose track in strategies is one thing. I realized that it's in terms of risk management. Risk management, what do I mean? Risk management also have strategies. Risk management. Some people think risk management is all about using 0.01.
Setting a stop loss and all that.
Some people think maybe 1 to 2. Now, my breakthrough was from here. I realized that all strategies do work, but they only work if you follow rules. All systems do work if you follow rules. Then I realized that I had one of the most common saying that I used to notice in some book, that your profit and loss is a lie until it is realized. Then I realized that, okay, for you, every strategy does work, but what you need to do is something small. Keep applying, even though you see several losses. But the problem is, once traders get one loss, some of them leave.
I actually mentioned it when I was coming earlier on, that we have what you call emotional resiliency, that urge to turn up even on a losing day, after losing streak of 3 consecutive trades, that ability to turn up, it's what differentiates between a consistent trader and true. Because that urge to turn up, that emotional resilience, that even if let it rain, come sunshine, I have to make it. That emotional resilience keeps pushing us, we as the traders who decided that we are going to be traders, or that we don't have anything else to do, we have to be traders. But that's where people go wrong, actually, Xmen. That these people think that after a losing streak, that everything is done. They decide to change the strategy. He said, now, maybe this one doesn't work and stuff.
I realized that there are some traders who break down with 1 stop loss. Some traders break down after 3 losses. They tend to change the strategy. Some traders go beyond in form of 4 to 5. Now, this is where my breakthrough is. I realized that every strategy has what we call setups. There's what we call the A setups, B setups, C setups. Every strategy needs to pick what we call the A setup. A setup needs to have something like over 90% win rate.
True.
That means if you take 10 trades, you have 9 trades win, 1 loss.
True.
If you have a B setup, you should have at least 70% win rate with 30%
then the loss rate.
Then the C setup, it needs to have at least 60% loss rate with 40% win rate. I realized that was my turning point when everything snapped. So I had to pick what works for me to create all those scenarios of A setups, B setups, and C setups. Because what builds a trader's confidence in the market is that, sometimes confidence is a liability if you didn't know in trading. But it can become an asset if you learn how to organize your system well, your strategy. So that's how I got my breakthrough. I had to pick what works for me, because I realized that I'm too much of a swing trader and intraday most of the time. I can also do scalps, but I had to pick something that the algo keeps creating.
Yeah, true.
which I can differentiate. Now, this is an A setup, I can take it. This is a B setup, I can
take
C setups, I can avoid. Let me give an example of C setups. C setups, like you having a key level and price approaches a key level, you lack something to confirm, regardless of whatever strategy. But a setup is something that has a higher confirmation, and you've been backtesting it for quite some time. If you don't happen to take 100 trades, 90 trades will be a win, 10 trades will be a loss. For B setups, 100 trades, 70 trades will be a win.
And 30. Then for the C, 60 trades loss, 40 win.
Now, most of the people when they're learning strategies, they focus on the C setups. Most of the time. Most of you observe, because C setups will tend to have so many losses. But by the time you see a win, it requires you, because when a trader gets a first loss, we need to see how you feel, not how you react.
Yeah, true.
You see that? Then if you get a third loss, how do you react? Do you change the strategy? Do you get a twig? Now, that came in 2020, and then I realized that, oh, I've made it. But before that, also in 2021.
Meaning from 2016, the breakthrough was 2021.
Yeah, definitely. Now, but even what is funny, when I got the breakthrough in 2021, I couldn't still withdraw. That's how funny it was.
Yeah, true.
Why? I had all the knowledge, but I lacked the skill.
Oh, you can have the knowledge and don't have the skill.
Definitely. And where does the skill come from? It's you organizing all that data well. But again, the skill comes in well developed if you have risk management strategies. Here at Xmen Academy, we have 4 types of risk management strategies. We have Power 5, Power 10. Now, if you need to have a strategy in the risk management, because for me, I believe risk management, if you have a good risk management strategies, they can eliminate fear and greed. Because you can't go and tell a trader, don't fear the market, don't be greedy. It doesn't make sense.
Yeah, true.
But if you give them a strategy, when you organize it in form of A, B, C setups, when it comes to risk management, you organize it well with strategies, trust me, that fear will go. But now, I had to focus now on how do I maintain the capital and the risk management.
The risk management.
Because capital and skill go hand in hand.
True.
One hand washes the other hand.
There is something I usually say, that try to protect capital at all costs.
Definitely.
Because it is very easy to get another setup than finding another capital. Like, you can literally find another opportunity in the market when you have capital. But if you have blown the capital, then what will you trade after finding another setup?
So now that's the issue that I used to face with.
Yeah.
But I used to deposit like 1 million, it disappears. But you know what to do. You hold a trade, you have a lot of fear, you don't hold it for long, you can't even hold 150 minutes, but you know the trend is going to go to his side. Yeah. And when you're in a demo, things are wonderful, but when in a real, common sense goes to the foot. You get? So I had to wake up. I had to say, no, I need to make sure this thing works for me. So I had to face my fears, you get, but I had to organize a system up to date, which I still use to survive. Because one time I said, now what if we don't rely on social medias? What if Telegram is no longer there? Because by then we used to have signals from some people.
Yeah, true.
You know, you follow this, you follow that. What if those things don't exist? Can I survive in the game?
Can I really trade and earn money out of the market?
Actually, there's one of the most important story that I always give to my students. I always give them this type of a scenario. Yeah. If you're given 40,000 Ugandan shillings today, Jad, the month has begun of July. Then they tell you, by March, you need to have 100 million. Or else, they will send a hitman to work on you. What would you do?
If I'm given 40,000
Ugandan shillings, but they want 100 million. By end of the month, they send a hitman. Or else, you have 40 million, you have kidney issues, and you need like 50 million, but you call yourself a good trader. Would you make it?
I can definitely make it, but one thing about trading that I know, that the more pressure you're having when trading, it literally comes back to your emotions. That's why there's people who want to flip, that there is a, how can I call it a gang? There is a group, a small clique of traders out there. Like, these people are locked in, like this one want to flip accounts.
Definitely.
Yeah, they are out there, there are youth out there. They're like, if I'm depositing this $100, I have to take it to over 5,000 or 2,000, and people are losing money several times, like over and over time, just because these people are setting unrealistic goals.
Yeah, true.
Right? And it definitely costs them. And these people are being costed both money and psychologically. And for them, at a moment, they cannot notice the psychological part.
Definitely.
That is the bad part of it. They cannot notice the psychological part right now. They will notice it later on. But definitely, people out there who want to flip accounts or who want to make that crazy amount of money in the shortest time possible, you are literally being affected both financially and psychologically.
True.
And
so, do you see that pressure?
Yeah.
That pressure, I had to put it on myself. Why? Because I realized that you can have a good strategy, but if you don't have a good risk management strategy to reach that goal, you can't make it. You get. So I had to put myself on a test. I'm not saying that you need to make 100 million in one day, but if you create steps, guidelines, you can be able to reach that target. It cannot be 30 days. It can be 100 days. It can be, because I realized that I could still trade funded accounts, but I got disappointed. I didn't tell you that story for 2021. Why I had to wake up.
The wake-up call.
Yeah, the wake-up call was from here. I bought FTMO. By then used to make you trade for almost like 30 days, phase 1, another 30 days, phase 2, 30 days. Maybe when you get to the live, you trade 15 days. So I bought a funded account for FTMO. It was for 200K, but that money was from my friend called Jasper. He had gone to UK, so he sent me that money. Yeah. So when I got that account, I kept on trading. I was able to pass the phase 1, phase 2, with some good skill, you get, because I had really started perfecting well. But unfortunately, I remember it was CPI. It was on a Thursday. It was on a Thursday. I do remember well.
A good
it was at around 4. So I remember putting in, I'd already made almost a profit of $21,000. It was my first profit, like to go to withdraw.
21,000.
By then, you know what it means. So I've never even caught above 5 million in trading. You've just started to realize things are clicking.
Yeah.
So when I made almost $21,000, so I started telling all the village that, you guys, I'm going to buy a car. Told my friend. By then I'm still staying at my parents' home.
Yeah.
2021.
2021.
Yeah, still staying at my parents' home. So I used to, to do what? I told my girlfriend I'm going to begin for a business. I'm going, promising everyone. Even showing them a screenshot. The guy who demands in UK Jasper, I sent him a screenshot, had some good profit. But that CPI, when it came, I did one of the most foolish mistakes, which I will never forget, but it was the wake-up call.
Yeah, true.
I placed in 4 lots, 3 of them. That's almost like 12 lots, I remember, on gold. So, that CPI thing whereby price fast, spikes.
Then?
I just said, after it's going up, then I closed. At around 5, I came back to check. I saw I'd already breached. I didn't have a stop loss. I didn't press anything. I just found that my account is totally down. So when I opened on the phone, I checked on my history data. I just vomited. I wasn't sick. I just started vomiting on the road. I slept that night. I started getting illusions, how I can take back time, all that trauma. So it was a wake-up call. So I lost morale in trading. But I didn't give up because I realized now my mistake is not now the knowledge.
Now I have the knowledge.
Yes.
But I have to
get the skill to maintain the money, to grow the money, and be able to. And even I remember that thing gave me a wake-up call. What if funnels don't exist? Can I survive? Because if you observe in this era from 2021 up to date, we tend to get so many millionaires from funded accounts.
Yeah, true.
Even some people pass funded accounts based on luck. They are there. Some people buy so many accounts, but that's the way they earn. But just imagine if tomorrow funded accounts don't exist. For example, if you look at big brands like Skype, which closed this year,
yeah, true,
and the funded accounts don't even exceed more than a bar, tomorrow that means they can disappear.
Yeah.
So now what if you have the capital of maybe like $20, but you need to have capital maybe like over 100M or 20K US, $26,000, then you can trade it and make maybe 10% a month or 5% a month. Would you make it? That's the thing question I had to get in my mind.
Would I make it if the funded accounts didn't exist?
And early before, I used to make liquid soap, from 2017, I remember. I began liquid soap. Right now, the company is still there, Jamie Detergents.
Hey, the company is still running?
It is still running.
Oh.
So I had to go back to it also. Because I had to come in Forex to make sure I get more capital. Because I used to hawk, get to get. So that life of selling, I had to develop it through get to get.
All right. What challenges have you faced in the industry from the breakthrough part to here now? Because we may not count from 2016 because that was the trying here and there, trying this, trying that. But 2021 now you have gotten the edge. Yeah. Now you are a Forex trader. What are the challenges you have faced from back then to now?
Now, the challenges we face with is criticism from the public,
Absolutely.
even people surrounding us. You know, they think when you make in Forex, they think you have a lot of money, you have a truth. You know, everybody comes back, you know. Because in 2023, I remember I got one of the biggest lessons in life. I first bought my first heavy car. It was from a proof from secret funding, which they called the secret funding, but by then it was my funded FX.
Yeah.
I remember it was a G-Wagon. But the mistake I did, I bought it from Sudan, you know, and it was for government officials. So I rode it for quite some time, but I got a lot of, got what we call reality check.
Yeah, true.
In terms of people around you. People who
That's when
trust
reality
you.
set in.
People who people didn't believe in you start coming back. Now when they come back to you, think they love you. You see that?
Yeah, true.
And even people used to criticize you, they criticize more. You get? Because they don't believe that this thing works. You know? They don't believe that this thing works.
Yeah.
You get? Now that's the most thing that I always face with his criticism from people who don't know about Forex. Even of recent I've been seeing TikTok, what.
Yeah.
But you know, sometimes just keep a distance, you know. It takes time for those who know about the business, how it works.
There is something I usually tell people that not everyone will, not all of us will be doctors.
Definitely.
Yeah. Some of us chose the other path, the other chose the other. Like, people out there who don't believe in Forex trading, leave those people who do it. Let them be, you get, let them be, let them do their thing, you get, because this side you're already losing money in the market and we can't add on that, we can't manage the pressure from you guys. You are criticizing us, we are already losing money, this is a game of money and psychology and you guys are criticizing us. We can't handle the pressure, let us be. Yeah, excellently. Are there other challenges you have faced?
Yeah, I did. I think I got an encounter, in 2022? I got a challenge of the first thing I ever did in my life, the first mistake I did in trading, because I prefer being honest to the public. There's a lady called Mutoni, she was based in Dubai. So I had a friend of mine called Hope Buate. He was stabbed due to the no punk thing of that thought. He was that, so the lady sent her money of 2M, I remember. So when this guy got the money, he bought his things. So he only sent me 600. And that was like my first investor in my life, you know.
The guy only sent you 600,000 Uganda shillings.
And for me, I thought it's only 600. So this lady came on to my inbox, said, Josiah, I talked to your friend, you know, I don't want to disclose his name, rest in peace. He was a good close friend to me, but it was also a wake-up call. But that was one of the first challenge I expressed in Forex. I was arrested because of just 2M, you get. But that, no one knows it. I'm going to tell it to you. No one. It was in 2022. It was one of my first challenge, but it was also a wake-up call. But the good thing, by then I was also still catching up. So I was able to pay her. Up now, she's a friend of mine.
Yeah, true.
Up to now. But I sent her greetings. She's in Dubai.
They arrested you. And you were like, what they gave me only 600 and there.
Yeah, of course, you know, business-wise, you know, it comes to honesty.
Yeah, true.
With someone, yeah?
It comes back to humanity.
Yeah, it comes back to humanity. But so I said, anyway, let me just take the blame and let it be. No one knows about that story. But that was one of the wake-up calls, because I've never gone to prison before. But it was just a uniport. But that's one of the first challenges I got in trading. One of the hardest in terms of trading people's money. Now, from that time, I started getting people to trade for. You keep your word. It's all about honesty.
Yeah, Xmen, could you advise young traders out there young mentors out there starting up their business on how to handle those clients who are coming in with account management stuff and blah, blah?
Okay. Now, the truth is, when it comes to account management, so many people become victims. But I would recommend for boys before they go for that thing to perfect their skills and to trust their trading strategy. If you can't, if you have a person who trades that strategy much better, pay them to teach you better. Is it okay? Or maybe develop systems that can make you profitable.
Yeah, true.
And understand that system well. Now, when you understand the system well, build the risk management strategies well to eliminate the fear, the greed, or to balance your psychology. Because skill and capital work hand in hand. Now, that's when you come for account management with someone, come with an agreement. Make a formal agreement. Don't just use mouth and text. It's like me coming to Giant. I need like 10 million, and I'm using my mouth.
Yeah, true. It doesn't make sense.
Yes, yeah. To make sense, it will much be better for me to come with an agreement. I have this collateral security. Can you lend me this? But I'm not trying to think, boys, that's where I'm going to make money from.
Yeah.
There's almost like 24 ways to make money in Forex trading.
Forex trading.
Copy trading, signals, or trading your personal income, go to circles, discuss to them. But you can even decide to teach if you have the credibility. Is it okay? But as long as we're going to go for that thing for account management or fund management you need to have a location.
Yeah.
Is it okay? Be registered. Do your best to keep honesty.
Yeah, true. The Forex industry is on a grow in Uganda. And I think the government is eyeing it to start regulating and the taxes and blah, blah. What is your take on that?
Okay, my take on the regulation, it is okay. Let's be realistic.
Yeah, let's be realistic.
Because we need also to pay taxes. In actual sense, we need to. Why? Because it also impacts the economy. Don't be so selfish that, let this thing be only reserved for us. We shouldn't be taxed. No, they need to be also taxed. Why am I saying so? Because a profitable trader shouldn't be worried of taxation.
Yeah, true.
Because
you literally can't tax what you don't have.
Definitely.
Yeah.
A profitable shouldn't be worried. Even regulations is going to protect you. Even it's going to protect so many people to reduce the scam rate. That's when I support it.
I think the regulations will add more fresh on it. Yeah, it will be legitimate and stuff. Even if you say I'm a Forex trader, they won't disguise you as a scam and stuff. Yeah.
And people even don't know that even Forex industry is now further. How? Because the recent I've been seeing banks advertising, looking for Forex traders. Even people even don't know that even fund managements are there in Uganda. For example, like ICA, old mutual funds. There's UAP, mutual.
UAP.
We have also ICA Lion.
ICA. I thought ICA Lion is
it's an insurance, but they also do
insurance. Yeah.
They also do it. We have Zeno Investments, Better Investments. There are so many, but just because people are not yet aware.
Yeah.
Is it okay? And that's the thing I want also to begin to be like, okay, among the first youth who are below 30s to make it happen.
All right.
Is it okay to make that change? Yeah.
Okay. You as too at the Trending Cafe, don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. Today I was your host Forex Giant with Xmen Forex, all the way from XU Capital Management and Xmen Forex Academy. Xmen, your closing remarks to our viewers.
Please believe in this industry. It does work. It does work. You just have to give it time. Don't rush. Make sure you develop the skill first. Is it okay? Develop the skill or focus on the process. Outcomes will be inevitable.